crayons. And this, you know, you think about the kiddos who are using their crayons to color, right? Well, we want to make it super easy for you. So this is a 6-piece eye crayon collection, and you are not choosing, you're getting all 6 of these. And they're beautiful. I mean, we have a berry color, a cafe color, a chai tea, and we'll go over all of the colors that you are getting, all 6 pieces. But these are 4 times bigger than those standard shadow sticks. And normally it's $19 each. So just think about that. If you were paying about $20 each, you know, 2 times 6, I mean, you do the math, you're looking at $120 worth. I mean, and you're not spending that today. It's $41.95. So what an easy way to get home, a way to do your eyeshadow, because Dr. Dalton, I think the hardest thing to do is eyeshadow. It is the hard, because you almost feel like you have to be a professional, and you've given us these 6 beautiful shades that make it so easy to give you a sultry look if you want it. Talk about all the shades and just why this is so much easier than standard powdered eyeshadow.
All right, so first of all, you're seeing the shades. They're absolutely gorgeous. And these are the colors that you'll go to. It's like it's the perfect palette. So I created these, and really the inspiration, and I'm gonna show you the shades for a second so you can see them. So you can see that they're really wearable, they're really pretty, they're soft, there's nothing scary. I created this for a reason, and the reason I did this, I was actually saw a little kid coloring. This was my sister's granddaughter was coloring, and she had the big chubby pencils. 3, right? She has the big chubby pencils. And I was like looking at her and watching her with a smaller pencil, like a shadow stick, and we make them. I make shadow sticks, right? Look at the difference. It's 4 times bigger than a regular shadow stick. So what does that mean to you? You can hold it in your hand. It doesn't roll around. You don't have to worry about all that surface area. You literally just take and put this where you want it to go. You tap with your finger, and instantly you have a perfect eye. If you do not know how to do your eyes, hello, you're welcome. Now you can do them. You will not have to struggle, because I personally think, just like you, Debbie, the hardest thing to do is to go ahead. How do you shape your eyes? Where do you put the colors? Where does the dark one go? Where does the light one go? These just glide on. You don't need a brush. Tap with your fingers. I kind of call it stick and stay technology, because they stick and they stay there till you take them off. There's no transfer. Like, look how pretty that is. When you have the right colors that open up your eye, here's that highlighter. You can just go ahead, pop that underneath your eyebrow. Look how gorgeous and how easy. If you were to do this with a regular dry palette, 1, you wouldn't get those results. 2, you wouldn't have these ingredients that are there, the chamomile, the cucumber, the aloe, the vitamin E, the hyaluronic acid. You wouldn't have all of those ingredients. You'd probably have chalk, right? Basically chalk that looked dry on your eye, instead of look at Kirsten's eye. That
they
eye
pop.
looks, yes!
They really pop. Kirsten, you have the most beautiful eyes. I mean, look at that. I mean, beautiful smile, beautiful eyes, and it's easy. Even for those of you who have dexterity issues, I like that this is very thick to hold, so it doesn't feel wobbly. I like that with eyeshadow, you can have fallout, and then you get that powder everywhere, and it's a mess. This is not messy, and it's beautiful, and it's gorgeous on all skin types. This has vitamins and minerals and a certain olive oil in it, right? That's unheard of for eyeshadow. The ingredients, clean beauty, creamy texture, and good stuff in it.
Yeah, it doesn't look dry and cakey. So think about it. If you have crepiness in your eyelid, the last thing that you want to do is just put powder and talc and make them look chalky and more dated and older and crepey. Nobody wants that. We do these things so we can look young and look fresher and look on the outside the way we feel on the inside. So these, watch, I'm going to show you really quick, just up underneath that eye, just like this. Kirsten did that little bit of highlighter. I'm just doing the nice beige that comes with it. And you just tap with your finger. You don't have to worry about, oh, I got to put this brush on. How do I blend it? Is it sticking? As my eyes like thin, I'm trying to move it around the lid. No, so you stop doing it. You don't stop. Don't stop if something isn't working for you. That's one of the powerful things that we do at Doll 10 is we empower you so you don't have to stop. So you can continue to look pretty. So those eyes can look open. Look at how hydrated and how soft. And I'm going to say it, it's after 6 o'clock, how sexy Patsy looks with that. And you saw her do it with her finger. It's not harsh. It's not scary. These are the colors that you'll go to. And they're huge. And it's going to take you forever to get through one of these. Forever. But look at how Patsy's eyes are more open. You see that blue, and she's in the medium shade of that concealer, the medium shade of that foundation. She just is perfect as far as I'm concerned.
You guys, Patsy, you look gorgeous as always. I mean, you are just a doll. I mean, my models look so lovely, and it's easy to do. You can do this yourself at home. One sweep over the eyelid, and you have this burst of color. It's pigmented, it's creamy, and you don't need a lot. And since we're giving you 6 of these eye pencils, they actually last for a long time. I mean, you're talking years and years worth. They won't dry out. So you're not choosing, you're getting all of these. And I love that I have, you know, this in the corner of my eye. I have a little of this on the lid and this as a highlighter. You can use 3 at a time, all 6. You can change up your look. But 100% of you basically agree that there is no irritation after 10 hours of wear. So if you have sensitive eyes, 100% said no irritation. And these last for 10 hours. So you put these on at, you know, at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's lasting till 6 o'clock in the evenings. That's your work day, right? Also, in a consumer perception study, 100% of participants said that 10 hours after application that it just glides on. So I put these, you know, on my skin. It's for all skin types.
Good.
I put my favorite colors. It works for everybody, but how easy, and this was new for me to use because I'm so used to the powder, but you can put that in your crease if you want to pop it. You can even use the dark one here as a little liner to kind of line. And then your highlighters, and then your bronzy, sultry lid. I mean, these are absolutely to die for. And I love that they don't wash off. I mean, they stay put, right?
Yeah, they stay put. You have about 60 seconds of play times. Yeah, and then they stay put. But let me show you something which is really cool. When I talk about these being why, I always like to tell you the method to my madness, the reasoning, the why. Shadow sticks. I make them. Everyone loves a shadow stick. They put it on. It's easier than to use a palette. And I make great palettes too. So different strokes for different folks. But when I tell you that these are 4 times thicker than a regular shadow stick, that means when I put it on my eye, it goes where it's supposed to. It doesn't go all over. I don't have to work it like a windshield wiper to get all that color on. It literally sticks, it stays, it plays so well on the eye. Plus it also helps with that eyelid area, right? It helps it to look more hydrated, more moisturized. It doesn't look dry and cakey like traditional powdered shadows do. Look how pretty Colette looks. It's natural, it's gorgeous, and it takes the scare, I think, and the learning curve out of doing your eyeshadow.
You guys get all 6 of these home for $13 and some change. You can call us right now and use any debit card, credit card. But you have long-lasting eyeshadow that you'll have for years and so easy to use. And it's free shipping, so try it because you may not be using eyeshadow because the powdered form is too messy and too hard and you're not a professional. This is your beginner crayon. Everybody can use Crayolas, right? So this is your crayon.